Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show, and welcome to another episode of an ink review. Today we are looking at blue ink. This one is from Diamine, Diamine Oxford Blue. Thanks go out to the OC Pen Club for providing this sample for this review. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. What's new? What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're going to share this with our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too. At this time, I would encourage you to share this with your friends so they can also come and hang out with us. I'm doing the ink review early because I have a doctor's appointment and I don't want to be late. So, yes. Okay. Now that we're shared out to all of our friends so that they can come and hang out with us too, hopefully. This will be a nice, soothing time. Let's do this ink review now. Alright, we're going to turn some lights on. Here is our comparison panel. Nice dark blue. Here's our ink swatch and water resistance test shows. I might consider using this on the outside of an envelope. It does have some water resistance, which is nice. And here's our toilet paper chromatography. I see this black bit in the middle, which stays behind, and then there's a blue, a dark blue bit, and then a lighter blue bit, and then along the edge there's purple. So that's very interesting, and you can kind of see the purple coming out in these bits here. That's cool. Today's pens, we will be using the Hongdian N1S with an extra fine nib, and also we will be using the Pensive Pen Serendipity with the oval broad nib. I'm so sad that Pensive Pens is gone. Such a sad time. Okay, let's do some paper review, shall we? Oh, first of all, let's do a writing sample. Nope, can't use that one. Can't use that one. Hey, come on, be cooperative. Please. Thank you. What about this? Oh, I can use this one. Nope, that'll be for today's. Okay, here we go. So, we're going to do a little writing sample. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay. So because I can't see very good, the ink just looks black. I did put a little sample of this with the Yovo broad nib. Here we go. Okay. see that it's like a super dark color of blue. Let's do the dip pen test. Okay. Oops. So we can see that this ink looks way darker. Let me just bump up the lights really quick so you can see that the ink looks significantly darker in the dip test, in the dip pen, than it does in the broad dip. They're still very dark inks. But the only way you can tell is if you bump up the brightness significantly. So that's what they actually look like. If that's any help. Probably not. You know. Just so you know. Okay, I got a message from Andy B, which okay, so let's do some paper review. Hi, Bumblebee. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. Don't get the Ahab. Don't get the Ahab. And I'll tell you why. So this is a triple tail. This is an Ahab. They have this push-pull action. I have modified mine because I don't like the way that the ink goes down. It has this tube, this breather tube in it, that when you put it back together, you have to put the breather tube inside of this other tube and then you have to make sure that that's seated inside of the nib. And all the feeds come with this thing. It's a whole thing. And in order to get, some inks are more stubborn than others. That's just a fact. Some inks are more stubborn than others, and in order to get just a little tiny bit, this bit gets stuck. And you kind of have to, and sometimes you can squirt a lot of ink all over the place. Okay? Which is which? Okay, this is the Ahab. So, the the answer to the question is, the reason that I suggest the Conrad over the Ahab or the Triple Tail is because it has a piston mechanism, which still has a little bit of a sticking issue, but instead of squirting like this much out, you'll only squirt like that much out. You saw when I broke the seal. Watch. So I haven't opened this in a while, and it's a little stuck. Only that much ink will come out. And sometimes that's just enough ink to make the nib able to be written with. There are a whole bunch of different fountain pens out there. These are just the ones that I recommend. The one that you showed me, the one that you sent me is this one. This is a miniature version of this one. You can't use a fountain pen Revolution. You can use this, but it's very stiff, and it's not that great of a pen. The ones that I really recommend, that's just the noodlers. The one that I recommended to you are these ones. These are the Fountain Pen Revolution Himalaya version 2. This is a Himalaya version 2. It's beautiful. You can get it in purple. It's rather expensive. Comes with a flex nib. Well, it doesn't come with a flex nib. You have to add on a flex nib. It's $14 extra for a flex nib. But I highly recommend them. They're very good quality, and they'll last you the rest of your life. And even if you just use one bottle of ink, I highly recommend either either Platinum Carbon Black or Private Reserve Velvet Black. Those are really good inks. Okay, what did you say? I see the Conrad and the V2 are coming up around $45. Right. They are something. Very many Himalaya options on the good something in the UK. There are very many Himalaya options on the Google in the UK. Well, you can buy them directly. If you go to FPR, oops, let me put the link for you. If you go to that website, you can order them directly. I highly recommend them. And then you go to this is what the site looks like. You go to pens, and then the FPR steel nib collection, and then they come in silver, silver color and gold color. So whichever one of these that you feel. This is the silver one. This is the silver one, and these are the gold ones. I think they come in about the same colors. Bugger off, I'm busy. Come in a whole bunch of different colors. You got orange, blue, gray, purple, white and black, red, ebonite, brown, ebonite, green. And there's where that's what they look like torn apart. And with the Ultra Flex nib, comes out to like $49 and a bit pennies. $49 in I saw it. Pounds. $38 and a bit pounds. I hate this stupid one. Why nib size would you look at? Ultra Flex. Ultra Flex. That's the ones with the cutout sides. See these ones here? This is the one with the cutout sides. And so it makes it for easy flexibility. You don't have to press hard in order to get it to spread the tines. Real easy. Where is it? I have one here. The Conrad, this is a Conrad, and it also has a flex nib, but the tines take a lot more pressure to spread the tines. Can you see? It takes a lot more. Oh, that's clever, yes. Have us squeeze at those after yoga and see what I can saving up for. Yeah, I think that they're worth it. I don't know. I think that personally, with your artistic abilities and being able to do calligraphy, that's dangerous. Like, you could make those beautiful paintings and put some, like, calligraphy over it and scan it and make it into, like, prints and whatnot. Oh, that's dangerous. So, yes, definitely check that out. Okay, let's do some paper review, shall we, before I get off topic and go rambling down a hole. How I have to get dressed because I have a doctor's appointment at 2 something. But I don't know when my ride is coming, so I have to be on the ball. Alright then. Alright, this is the Pen and Gear Memo book from Walmart.com. There's no feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. This is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. Okay, I have to turn this off, otherwise I'm gonna go crazy. Okay, so this is lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting though. Super lightweight traveler's notebook paper. No feathering, no little bit of ghosting. Field Notes Journal. Little bit of spread, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Says Moleskin 70 GSM. Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. While I have this here, feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Fabriano Eco-Qua 85 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Ayush 100 GSM paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. 52 GSM Tomaway River. No feathering, little bit of ghosting. Leuchtturm 1917. No feathering, little bit of ghosting. Midori MD paper. No feathering, little bit of ghosting. Cosmo Air Light 75 GSM. No feathering, little bit of ghosting, one little tiny bleed through. The Jot Journal from the Dollar Tree. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Maramon Nemosine 80 GSM dot grid. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Oxford Optic paper. Tiny little bit of feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Bison Bulky 75 GSM. No feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Clairefontaine 90 GSM. Little bit of feathering, barely any bleeding and ghosting. Exceed 100 GSM heavyweight paper from Walmart.com. Little bit of feathering, bleeding and ghosting. I don't know if I told you this or not, but I bought a fan yesterday. Up and Up Wide Roll Composition Book, Staple Target.com. Barely any feathering, barely any bleeding and ghosting. True Red Composition Book from Staples.com. Little bit of feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. Notebook. Apica Notebook, 81.4 GSM. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. The Nanami 7C 68 GSM Tomaway River. No feathering, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Rhodium dot pad, 80 GSM. No feathering. Tiny little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Artist Loft, 100 GSM paper. A little bit of spread, bled to the page. Buffet, handmade paper from Italy. Feather like a chicken, no bleeding, barely any ghosting. Use style notebook paper. Feather like a chicken, bled to the page. Sheffield home paper goods. A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. CVS Caliber notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Oxford notebook paper. No feathering, no bleeding, no ghosting. Mead wide rolled notebook paper. No feather, little bit of feathering, little bit of bleeding, little bit of ghosting. I have most excellent news. I can't find Mead anywhere, so we won't be doing Mead anymore. It's all 5-star notebook paper now. Feather like a chicken. Bled to the page. I don't know how good it's going to be. HP Premium 32-pound copy paper. A little bit of feathering. A little bit of ghosting. Akabe cross-section pad. A little bit of spread. A little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. JNB copper plate graph pad from johnneilbooks.com. Barely any spread, a little bit of ghosting. And original Crown Mill 100 GSM paper. A little bit of feathering, a little bit of bleeding, a little bit of ghosting. Not great. Some Diamine inks really bleed through and others not so much. I'm not really a fan of bleedy inks at all. Somebody's writing me. Can't message you right now. Mommy's busy. Go away. Okay. Alright, let's try this. We're gonna go. Okay, this is Oxford Blue. Let's take a look at some teal inks just to compare. Color vs. Ham. Electric Patina. Gravity Wave. Diamine Christine. Diamine Serendipity. The darkness is there, but the color is different. Emerald de Chavour. Troublemaker Nautical Highway. 50 States, California. Birmingham. Quantum Teal. Kiwi Inks Nebula Space Kitty. Lamy Petrol. Diamine Garland. Diamine Black Ivy. Birmingham Oil Beetle. Aurora Borealis. And that's really all of the teals. Now let's take a look at some light blues, maybe. Jacqueb, Kyanite du Nepal, no, Monongahela, Mont Blanc Royal Blue, no. Hawaii Blue, no. Okay, let's look at some medium blues. Cross Blue, Tasha Ao, Asagao, Ajacai, Bay State Blue, Thunderbolt, Aurora Blue, Blue Caprizi, Blue Myosotis, Cosmos, Indigo, Mysterious Blue, Sheen Machine, Angelfish, Atlantic Blue. Now we're cooking with bacon. This is very close. This one's just a tad lighter. No. Robert Louis Stevenson, South Seas Blue. No. Baltimore, Monarch Blue, Bernanke Blue, Portman Sapphire Brewery, Sky High, Primary Blue, Tropical Blue, Food Color Blue is kind of close. Those are all the medium blues. Okay, so let's take a look at some dark blues. This will probably be in the dark blue department. Jacobin, Blue Ocean. This one's kind of similar, except this one has shimmer in it. Königsblau, Serenity Blue. Shocking Blue is very close. Bad Belted Kingfisher's kind of close. Sydney Harbor Blue. Flying Squid Blue. Lake of Fire. Steel Blue. Ralph Waldo Emerson Twilight Blue. Majestic Blue. Midnight is very close. Dragon's Night. Kang De Chia. Diamine Michael. Storm. Herbert. Silent Night's Too Dark. Denim. Aoguro. Midnight Blue. Stargazer. Upon a Star's kind of close. Blue Blood is very close. Scarlet Roses. Sheen Machine. Fountain Pen Revolution Blue Black. Colorverse Stars and Stripes is Diatramentus Columbia Blue Copper. Twisby Midnight Blue. Deep Dark Blue. Hell's Bells. Timeless Blue. Ruby Blue is Saltire. DC Super Show Blue. Cat. Maureen is kind of close. Bloody Brexit is also kind of close. Cenote. Dark Blue. Blue Velvet Cake. Midnight Blue. And another Midnight Blue. Private Reserve. Kaveco. Two totally different blues. This is Tasha Jeans Dark Washed. No. None of these gray blues come anywhere close to this. Ferdinand von Zeppelin. And that's it. Wow, what did you guys think of today's ink? Are you guys thinking thoughts about getting this ink? I would probably not. Just because it bleeds through so many pages. So, That's all I have for today. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this one. I hope that you learned something. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell. Make sure it's set to all so when I upload new content, YouTube notifies you. And I will be back very soon with another video. So, take care until then. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, love you, bye.